Yeah, unfortunate outcome. I thought we did some good things. There's some things we definitely need to continue to improve on. Guys played hard, though, showed a lot of character, but, this one hurts. Feel like you got kicked in the gut a little bit. Yeah, so we're going to sulk about it for about 24 hours and get right back to work on Fresno tomorrow night.
The 4th and 10 that they had the screen pass, you guys have been aggressive, on all of those. Do you like that call, blitzing and putting the pressure on?
I like every call that our coaches make. Sometimes they work out better than others, and you know what? Sometimes the other guy makes the right call at the right time. So, Coach Bear's done a great job, and I love all his calls.
What do you think about your running game was, especially early in the game, got you going, and then?
Yeah, the thing is we came out and we ran the ball well, had a good opening drive, jumped out to 10 points, and then we sputtered offensively. And we have to do a better job of just having a more consistent effort offensively through the entire half, So I thought, again, we left some points out there on the field in the first half, that pick down in the red zone and then having to kick a field goal. And then we also had that interception that resulted in a touchdown. So that kind of swing of events kind of changed momentum. Having said that, we were down at halftime, and our guys came out and got the lead back, and so they showed a lot of character. So we did some good things and some bad things throughout the course of the game.
We've talked a lot about defense, like just tackling needs to be like kind of one of the main focuses. It seemed like it was really good for most of the game. Just overall on that side of the ball.
Yeah, Urban's a great player, and looking at his at his stats, I mean, leads the nation in all-purpose yards. He had 18 carries for 73 yards, and we did a pretty good job against him on that. We really held him down, and they couldn't just go to him and and use him to win the game. We forced him to do some other things. So for the most part, I thought we did a pretty good job.
All things considered, from start to finish, what do you think about Pellinger's play?
You know what? It's one of those deals where you got to go back and watch the film. I thought he did a good job of extending plays. There are times I felt like he could have got the ball out a little faster, but then there's some times he made some great throws. Unfortunately, we still had some drops. And I tell you what, when you have a young guy in there and, you got third downs and, balls are being dropped on first down, it forces us to kind of run the ball in some bad situations. So, you know what? I'm really proud of him. He came out, he did a really good job, and at the end of that half, to be able to take us back, to gain that lead, being a young guy, sophomore, he did a really good job.
I don't know that it necessarily affected the outcome, but the plays where like you take a sack on third down, are those kind of the teaching moments where you really need something better there?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, we talked about that as soon as it happened. You can't take that sack. You have to throw the ball away, So, and again, we got to evaluate too. I haven't watched film yet, but you go back and say, what do we want to call in that situation, and just making sure that he understands that if it's not there, you just throw it away, and then you have an easier field goal. But then Nico steps up and he drills it. So I mean, that's this team. They're a bunch of tough guys, and somebody makes a mistake or something doesn't happen, someone else steps up and has their back. So I was really proud of Nico for drilling that kick.
I don't know what your angle was on, but what happened on the blocked field goal? Did they get in there and penetrate a lot, or was it?
Yeah, it was left side. It looked like it was our left side penetration. I don't know exactly specifically who it was yet, though.
I guess what's the main message that you talked to them, other than, we've got another game next week?
Well, I told the guys, I said, here's the deal. I said, you should see that locker room. Everyone's devastated. I mean, absolutely devastated in there, and then that's a tough thing. At the same time, it's a positive thing because these are games we expect to win now, and we go out and we play with that type of attitude, and it hurts because we know those are games that are very winnable for us, We're not being pushed around. We're not being walked over anymore. I mean, those are games we fight to the very end, and so when we look at that tomorrow, we got to look at the little things. We've got to continue to improve. We have a really young group of guys over there, and there's no quitting them, and so that's a positive, However, I think we're at the point now where, we want to play for that conference championship and we want to win the West, and now it's going to be a tougher road, but it's still doable, and we just got to refocus and go play a great game Friday night at Fresno.
How much did you consider going with Dalton at any point, or did you at all?
Didn't at all. Yeah. I thought Kurt did enough. And, and again, he made some really good plays with his feet, and he got in a rhythm at the end. Price had some really good catches. And so, again, you've got guys on this team that you're starting to see are still emerging. Lexington Thomas had his moment. A guy like Price is finally, starting to figure it out, and he's starting to make plays. So, as we move forward, we need more guys like that to step up and make us more explosive offensively.
Just another quick thing on the defense. Seemed like McElhaney and Lotelele, I just saw them making plays a lot. Like, is that? Do you know what your defense is at this stage? Like, you just.
Oh yeah, it's good. I mean, they do a great job. I mean, they've made plays in every game. I mean, those are two of our go-to guys. You know, I mean, they did some really good things. Again, you know, they had, you know, number one guy, all-purpose yards. Our whole deal was we have to force them to do something different to beat us, and they did. You know, to their credit, to their coach's credit, they did. They found another way to beat us. But we took away their main guy, and then a lot of it took because of those two guys. They just made one. You know, at the end of the day, they made one more play than we did. I mean, damn, we're right there. Had an opportunity. There's not much time left on the clock. You don't think you got it won. You just got to get down there, and all of a sudden, man, at the very end, they make that big play, and then we bounce back and make it. And it's just two good football teams getting after each other, and one made one more play.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.